Hey guys, what's up? This is White Boy for the win, and welcome back to Why Mega Evolve. Now, earlier last week we talked about Mega Milotic, and today we're going to be talking about Mega Weavile. But before we get started, let me just give you guys a brief explanation on what this series is about. Now, every week we'll be picking two Pokemon that either need a Mega Evolution, deserve a Mega Evolution, or want a Mega Evolution for. Now, this is based off my opinion alone, and no one else's. Now, if you guys do not like my opinion, then please post your own opinions in the comment section down below about what would you keep, what would you change, and etc. And at the end of our video, we'll be telling you guys which Pokemon we're going to be talking about the following day. So with that said, here is Mega Weavile. Now, when I first started this series, I kind of had a thing for Weavile. Like, I wanted Weavile on pretty much every single team I made, regardless if it was for doubles, for Ubers, for OU, for NU, whatever the case may be. I always just wanted Weavile on my team because I just kind of had a thing for it, and I really loved it. And also, I planned on actually doing a Why Mega Evolve video for Weavile, like I said when I started doing the series, but I kept scrapping the idea and coming back. I would say I've done this more than 10 times, considering of how Weavile's base stats are. It's a very fast and physical attacking Pokemon, that its physical attack and speed are sky high, and I knew that with the 100 base stats, the 100 stat increase that you get for a Mega Evolution, I knew that if I would increase its physical attack and speed, I knew that people weren't going to agree. But I decided right now, you know what, just fuck it. I knew I was gonna have to do Weavile sooner or later in the future, and I decided just to do it now and get it over with. And if you guys don't agree for what I've done to Weavile, then suck it up, because this is what I would like to see Mega Weavile actually be if it gets a Mega Evolution. And also, I love to see a Mega Weavile because it's one of my favorite 4th gen Pokemon. But regardless, as you can tell from what I've done to its stats, I did increase everything but decrease its special attack by 20 points from base 45 to base 25. I actually wanted an extra 20 points to distribute into its other stats, which we'll get to in a sec. But regardless, let's just get right into it. Now, for its physical attack, I increased it from base 120 to base 165. Now, with base 165 physical attack, I think it's a very suiting, is that the right term? The perfect base stat for a Mega Weavile base 165, because every time when you use a Weavile, obviously you're going to be using a physical attacking Weavile, and it just hits hard regardless if it's a Mega or not. I mean, you got Fake Out, you got Ice Shard, 2 priority moves, one that flinches you out and one that is stab and can potentially knock you out. And also, it's just a very hard hitting Pokemon. And with Mega Golade having base 165 physical attack, I don't feel bad giving a base 165 physical attack to Weavile as well, just because now I know that if I give a base 165 to a Pokemon or a little bit higher than that, I won't really feel so bad, because basically Mega Rayquaza's physical attack and special attack, if I'm not mistaken, is at base 180, which is fucking sky high. So at base 165, I honestly think that Weavile is going to be one of the best Megas out there. Now, granted, it is going to be sort of like Mega Absol just because of its typing, but regardless, I actually think this is going to be a very viable Pokemon in VGC and in singles as well, with base 165 physical attack, because I can see this thing just doing a lot of damage even with Fake Out and also Ice Shard. Now, for its physical defense, I increased it from base 65 to base 90. Now, I wanted to give it a good increase into its physical defense as well, considering that with the typing of Ice and Dark, fighting type moves are going to be quad super effective against Weavile. So giving it a base 90 of physical defense, I actually think it's going to be pretty good with the ability I've given it, which I'll get to in a sec. It's a new ability, but regardless, at base 90, I wouldn't really consider this thing a glass cannon anymore, considering of how high I actually increased its physical defense to base 90. So with that, I can actually see this thing maybe living a Mach Punch or a Vacuum Wave of sorts. So it's not going to be a glass cannon really anymore. Now, for its special defense, I increased it from base 85 to base 110. Like I was saying, I can't really call Weavile a glass cannon anymore, considering that its special defense, that I made it to base 110 this way. This thing can be able to eat flamethrowers or just fire moves in general, maybe at least 1 or 2. Considering that what kind of typing Weavile has, the only thing quad its weak to quad is fighting because it's ice and dark, or dark and ice, and pretty much focus blast and vacuum wave are pretty much going to be like doing this Pokemon in most of the time, I would say. But then there's going to be like ground type moves and fire type moves, but nonetheless, for its special defense, I can actually see this thing maybe living one or two like special hits that are super effective against it. Now for its speed, I increased it from base 125 to base 150. Now I know this is probably part of the reason why I kind of said fuck it, because like at base 150 for its speed, it's going to be sky high, but I really can't say that it was pretty much like the only reason, considering that when it comes to like Talonflame, with like, what is it, a base 123 speed plus with Gale Wings, its speed is going to be through the roof and probably is going to still outspeed like Mega Weavile, even if you do run like a speed increasing nature like a Jolly nature, because it has a +2 priority if I'm not mistaken as well. So you're pretty much are going to be taking like flying type moves from like a Talonflame, but other than that, it does resist flying type moves considering that it is ice. Wait, does ice resist flying? I don't know, I probably got my typings mixed up, but like I was saying, with a base 150 speed, I can guarantee you this is probably going to be like, I don't want to say the fastest Pokemon in the game besides like Ninjask, and yeah, besides Ninjask, because its speed's like at base 180, but like as far as like physical attacking Pokemon goes, I may be wrong, but Weavile I would say is probably the fastest physical attacking Pokemon in the game. Like, I know that Deoxys speed and pretty much maybe even all the Deoxys forms except for like defensive form are probably going to outspeed Mega Weavile with base 150 speed, but I'm talking about like Pokemon like in general with like OU, UU, NU, RU, VGC and stuff like that. But regardless, its speed at base 150, I can see this thing probably being the fastest Pokemon in the game. Now as a regular Weavile, its base stats at 5'10", with the Mega Evolution is going to be at 6'10". Now for its ability, I gave it a new ability called Ice Armor. Now, I'm not sure if this is an actual ability or not. I just couldn't really think of a good name for it, and the best thing that came to mind was Ice Armor. But what Ice Armor does, pretty much, since fighting types are quad weak to Weavile, Ice Armor pretty much weakens fighting type physical moves by 1.3. So you are going to be able to eat up maybe a couple more physical type attacks, or should I say fighting type attacks, because that's what I wanted to do for Weavile. I wanted to make this thing kind of a little bit more bulky than it was before Mega Evolving, considering it is a glass cannon, but it's not as bad as like having Thick Fat, and I don't really think Thick Fat's a good ability for Weavile, just because of like based off of looks mostly, and I don't really see Thick Fat being a good ability for Weavile. So the next best thing was Ice Armor, because I was thinking of like Black Ice. I wanted to name something of like its ability called Black Ice to like describe what I just said about how physical fighting type moves are weakened by like 1.3 when it comes to Weavile, considering like I said it is 4 times weak to fighting, so it is going to be a bulky Pokemon, because like 90 times 1.3, I don't know how much that is right now, but it's going to be around like base 110, 115 I would say, and for its special defense at base 110, this is going to be kind of a bulky Pokemon now. So with being a very, very fast Pokemon, very, very hard hitting Pokemon, and also giving it a new ability called Ice Armor to pretty much weaken physical or fighting type attacks by 1.3, and also having a base 110 in special defense to eat up like flamethrowers and earth powers and stuff like that, this thing is pretty much going to be one of the best megas I would say in the game. Now when I say best megas, I'm pretty much going to be saying that for every other Pokemon I do, because like I said, when it comes to like my Y Mega Evolve videos, I try to make Pokemon that either need a Mega Evolution, deserve a Mega Evolution, or I want a Mega Evolution for to be actually good, because that's what Mega Evolutions are supposed to be for, is to make Pokemon that suck good. I mean shit, look at Mega Mawile. I mean, no one used a regular Mawile, but when Mega Mawile came about with huge power, it became one of the best megas, and it's now in Ubers. So think about that for now on when I do these videos. I know I haven't been really saying these in my videos, but you guys have to think, because Like I said, I try to make bad Pokemon good and sometimes good Pokemon even better. And also alongside what I was saying about the Mega Evolution being like making bad Pokemon better and also making the Pokemon OP. That's the whole point of the Mega Evolution. So think about that, like I said, when you watch the rest, or when you watch future Y Mega Evolve videos from me, or like past Y Mega Evolve videos from me. So anyways, with that, there is the Mega Weavile. So anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to comment and subscribe. Now, the next Pokemon I'm going to be talking about is a Pokemon that is kind of like I said about Weavile, I kept coming back to, and now I finally have a good idea for it, and that's going to be Mega Seismitoad. So yes, we are going to be talking about Mega Seismitoad later down the line this week, so stay tuned for that. So like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to comment and subscribe. So this is White Boy for the win, and I'll catch you guys later.